Hi, hello, and welcome. I'm definitely not Vlad, and you're watching me pug my way to 2.8k rating on a Guardian Druid in Season Flight Dragon. God damn, I keep saying it like that in Dragonflight Season 2. In this episode, we're going to run a bit of Heroic Aberrus because I need some worm crests, and then we're going to try and run my VP 20 key and see what happens after that. Taunt boss, yes, lady. I'm doing a lot of DPS, so I'm at risk of taking aggro from the other tanks. I have to stop because if I get hit by Terror Claws twice, I'm gonna get wiped out. So I kind of have to sit here and do nothing. I'm literally, like, I'm not holding my mouse. My hand isn't on my keyboard. There we go, taunt the boss. Yay, I get to use my buttons again. Woo! Oh shit, high threat again. Gotta stop doing anything. Nope, I can taunt the boss. I get to beat it up again. Beat that thing like it owes me money. A lot of people going down, but so is she. Oh, not many people died, I guess. Ooh, 4 groups, but 3 pieces of loot means somebody's locked out. Oh no. I am solo tanking on the left side while the rest of the raid beats the shit out of the fire guy, and then we're gonna zug zug. Hey, let's get started. Now we bloodlust. Zug zug. The other tank needs to taunt. I'll use survival instincts because the other tank wasn't taunting. Looking at the other boss, there's withering vulnerability. I'm gonna taunt the boss. Move him away so it doesn't hit anyone with that frontal cone. Lots of range not soaking. Everybody over here should have been soaking with the group. Withering vulnerability coming up. Let's see if the DK taunts. He's over here. He needs to taunt. Hey, he taunted. Good job, buddy. Oh wow, people just do not give a fuck. They're literally standing in it. I moved it here because I couldn't go through the bombs because there's a bunch of people dropping bombs right where they stand instead of dropping them where it makes sense. I wish somebody gave movement speed. We have 3 other druids, and exactly 0 of them used their movement speed ability. Mine was on cooldown, and the boss is dead. Hey, again 3 pieces because there's somebody locked out. Dickheads. Pulling experiments. Guy hasn't gotten a stack yet. That's fine. He will get one after rending charge. Needs to go get hit. Going to clear on him if he would just stand still. Wonderful. I have aggro again. I don't mind. As long as he has a few stacks to clear. I just need to make sure he doesn't walk onto me by accident. And we can clear. I was looking at when the raid-wide debuff goes away. That's when I clear. Okay, he died mid-charge. Next boss is coming. I'm going to spam taunt on him. Just spam the button so that nobody else gets hit. There we go. We managed to make it so. Stacks are high. This guy taunts off me. We clear. I have high threat. I don't mind. Taking aggro. Blood DK DPS just isn't high enough to keep up. He's not doing anything wrong. It's just a, like, Guardian just does too much damage. There's 12 stacks, but we shouldn't clear now because the Violent Eruption is going off. Ideally, you don't want the ads to be up during Violent Eruption or it will wipe you because it amplifies the damage of the Violent Eruption, I believe, or it makes the ad do the damage right away or something along those lines. Anyway, it's a lot of raid-wide damage. Spamming taunt so nobody else gets hit. There we go. Okay, other tank taunted. I'm going to clear on him once he gets hit. Once the raid-wide debuff is gone, I'm going to clear with him. It is gone. We're going to clear with him. If he would just stand still. Dude, come on. Are you... Whew, I was about to say something mean. Something real mean. Taunted. Did he get hit? He didn't get hit because he keeps taunting a bit late, but that's fine. He can't really predict it. There we go. We cleared it. Oh, 3 pieces here. Very nice. Or 4 pieces, sorry. So 4 groups, 4 pieces of loot. Nothing for me, but I'll take it. Have I gotten what I've needed so far? Wait, I haven't looted the boss. I don't have my 30 Worms Shadow Flame crests. There we go. Now I have what I need. I'm getting these so I can upgrade my new trinket, which is not ideal. It's not the trinket I want, but once I upgraded it to 5 out of 5, I don't have to do that again for when I get a new hero tier trinket. Getting ready to pull Assault of the Zakali. I've decided to stay for up to Rashok. I'm going to kill Rashok as well. Hopefully get the weapon from him. That would be ideal. It's the only thing I really want. I'm staying alone on the close platform. Everyone else is going far. We managed to burn him to 50%. That's a pretty good sign. I've given everyone movement speed. My job right here is to survive and make sure that none of the ads from my side go to the door. That's all I have to do. The group just has to burn Cagney down to 25%. Once he reaches 25%, he goes to the door and the second phase begins. Just making sure I hit the guards so they come over to me. Trying to also DPS down the Mystic shield so we don't have to deal with that. Here we go. We managed to bring down the shield from the Mystic. Boss is headed to the middle. I'm going to start heading to the middle. This is where people can pad their AoE DPS. I'm going to soak with the first group. I don't think we'll get 2 soaks. The other tank is going to get hit by the second time. Now I need to taunt. Catastrophic Slam. I'm going to use Survival Instincts to try to slam, soak it with people. And the boss should be dead here. We lost a few people because people didn't know who was supposed to soak when, but it was a Zug run, so it doesn't really matter too much. But it's time to do Rashok, which is all I'm here for at this point. Start on Rashok. I'm going to try and focus as much as I can. Turn the boss around so that the melee DPS can stay right there where they are and not get parried. I'm the person with aggro, so I'm going to be directing where the boss is. I'm going to turn him towards the ranged here because there's a big slam coming. The big slam needs to get soaked. So it's easier for the range to soak if they just have to move a little bit instead of having to go all the way behind the boss because they won't be able to reach that far.
Defensive.
Now I need to use defensive here. Other tank should be taunting off me. He did. Very good. I was worried for a second. It was getting close. Other tank taunts now. Or he doesn't. Okay, it's our second pull of Rashok with the same tank after the same tank didn't taunt swap correctly, so we'll see how well this goes. Defensive. Oh, he taunted, dude! I was waiting to die. Honestly, I was literally sitting there waiting to die. Shadow Lava Blast coming in after the next Searing Slam. There's the Searing Slam. Here comes the Shadow Lava Blast. And now we need to take him into the middle. There we go. The other tank wasn't moving like to do that, so I figured I may as well. I can use my Nature's Vigil to help with the healing here. I think we can still kill it because the top DPS seem to still be alive, like the people that are performing quite well. Give me my loot. It didn't even drop. I was getting my hopes up. Oh well, I got my worm crests that I needed for my trinket upgrades, so I'm done with that. And with that, I actually don't ever need worm crests for anything ever again. Gonna upgrade it all the way to 5 out of 5 hero. The only things I can do now, the way I can progress my gear further, is to either get 441 Mark of Dargrul, which I don't feel like farming, and I can recraft my 437 gear. So I have my belt, my 2 rings, and my wrists that are still 437 and not 447. For that, I'm going to need a lot of these Aspect Shadow Flame crests, but I'll get them as I clear my 20s. I'm going to go ahead and do my Vortex Pinnacle key. I'm going to use our Bloodlust here, trying to gather everything. Evoker doesn't want to use Bloodlust, so we're sitting here without Bloodlust. Off to a rocky start, but we'll get it done. I trust that we can do this. Vortex Pinnacle, 20 clear, attempt 2. Electric Boogaloo. Let's see how we go. Hopefully this time I don't get super salty about people not doing what they said they would do. Ooh, okay.
Interrupt.
I'm trying to take aggro off of that thing, but this guy just blasted it with all the DPS he had, so I was having a bit of trouble. Gonna interrupt it so that we can grip it up and actually start cleaving. Have to be mindful of yeah, I'm gonna knock back that thing so that it doesn't die and leave a sanguine pool underneath one of these Mistrals that cast for 7 hours. Soldier, okay, we move everything out of the blood pool. That's the top priority for me right here, is to make sure that nothing dies underneath these Mistrals. That's like the one thing, if I do one thing, that's the thing I need to do. Other than obviously just survive and make sure I don't die. Okay, moving everything away from that guy that's about to die. Keep these still until one of them gets low. I do need to move out of that. I know it doesn't look like it because I did jump into it like a moron at the start, but that was a mistake. Okay, I'm just gonna bark skin. Okay, hopefully people don't kill it while it's on top of this guy. Okay, now they can kill it. Go ahead. Murder. Kill, murder, burn, pillage. There we go. Give everyone movement speed and let's get going. I know that we just had an episode where I did Vortex Pinnacle. I think it was a 17 or something, and I did a like recorded commentary of it. But this is a 20 clear, and I would like to do a commentary for each of my 20 clears. Okay, we're gonna interrupt this. Keep everything nice and grouped. Somebody keeps blasting the DPS big time. Somebody got cycloned, accidentally opened my character panel. Okay, we stunned everything with the beautiful, beautiful, what's it called? Binding arrow. Like I'm trying to figure out what the best direction would be to kite these in, but I'm not taking care of my health bar. I should be doing that. Just trying to make sure nothing stands in a sanguine pool. I'm gonna knock them back and run this way. Okay, that knockback was a bit clutch because they got knocked up on top of a sanguine pool, and I didn't like that. Use my second incarnation here. Technically my third, because I did use one before the pool even started, because it resets the cooldown. Looking for cyclone casts. I guess I'll kick this and I can interrupt the cyclone casts with my CC. Looking for when things get low. Once things get low, I'll start moving things around. An incapacitating roar there. I'm gonna knock everything back so then the nothing dies on top of the Mistral. Again, that's my top priority, is making sure things don't die on top of the Mistral. I'm interrupting that so that it starts moving. Ideally somebody else would have done that, but hey, you know, you can't get everything you want. Okay, I hope that thing dies before it gets to the Mistral. I'll just drag it this way because the Mistral's standing still. Again, everything, whenever there's a Mistral in the fight, the big thing is to just make sure that it doesn't, nothing dies underneath it, right? That's what I'm focusing on primarily, because that's a giant waste of time on Sanguine. I just failed my kick there, but we'll pretend like that didn't happen. I'll use my Healy heal here. I'm just gonna knock him back here, I don't mind that. And incapacitating roar, because there was still a cyclone going off. Ideally, we wouldn't have that following me around like that. Okay, somebody else interrupted it. I don't have a knockback for it. Hopefully it starts casting. Okay, and hopefully people kill it before... Okay, there we go. Before it gets another cast off, so we don't have to worry about the damage from that. I'm probably, again, not using my defensives enough in this, and I'm probably giving the healer a headache, but... I'd rather give the healer a headache than do the dungeon for too long and fail to time it. Okay, at least use misdirect when you do that. Mr. Hunter. I don't know why I said it like that, but I did. Sure did. I'm glad I used my Nature's Vigil on the previous one to help with healing there, because I won't be needing it here. I mean, it would be good to use it here. It's not a bad thing to use it here. It's just that I don't really need it here, and it'll be better used on the boss fight during the intermission, because that intermission hurts pretty bad. I'll use it on the first one he does, and then I'll use it again if I need to, or I'll use it on the trash right after that. Just make sure I take a look at that Tempest. I don't want it activating. Okay. We used Bloodlust on the first pull, even though I asked him to use it on the... Did I ask him to use it on the... I don't know. I don't give a shit. Whatever, man. It's not my button to push, so I don't care when it's pushed. If people think they have a better idea of when to use Bloodlusts, go ahead and use it. I thought it might be good to use it on first boss and last boss. That way we are using it on bosses and not on trash. But then again, I can't argue with the results of killing that first group that little bit faster. It does feel a little wasted on the first group because the Mistrals just keep blocking a lot of your damage. So I don't know. Using my Nature's Vigil here. Used it a little bit late, but not too late to make a difference. It's still running, so I'm going to get a little bit more healing off. Nothing tremendous because I didn't have my incarnation running, but that'll do, pig. That'll do. This boss is pretty boring for a tank. You could literally just stand here in this one exact spot, and unless everything really runs over you, you're pretty much golden. Like one of these orbs hitting you won't really make a big difference. I don't want to interrupt the boss when he's targeting me with the lightning bolts, because I really don't give a shit if he hits me with a lightning bolt. Here I'm going to try... I'm nowhere near proccing my after the wildfire, like my bar is nowhere near full. So I'm not even going to bother, but I might try and find someone who's low HP, like that hunter right now. Nah. Fuck him. I don't mean it like that. It's more like fuck it. The heal is not going to make a difference. He's the only one who's wounded. So it doesn't matter if I use it on me or not. or if I use it on him or not. Healer can take care of him. Mage keeps getting zapped. I'll kick this. Actually, that was being cast on me, so I probably shouldn't have kicked that. Another intermission. I'll have my thing in 10 seconds, but it's gonna be useless in 10 seconds because the intermission lasts for another 3. Actually, not even another 3. Alright, boss is almost dead. I'm not sure if I should use Incarnation for this. I'm gonna use Incarnation here. Let's see, if he targets someone else other than me with the next lightning bolt, I'll kick it. There we go. Hunter kicked it at the exact same time, it seems like. You have a kick available, but the mage will not use it. There we go. Give everyone movement speed and let's head to the next pack of trash. We're good on time, 22 minutes remaining. I feel like that's okay. Looks like it's timeable. DPS is high enough. Right. Pull that side as well. Use Bark Skin and get to town. Lots of melee attacks here, so we're going to use Iron for a bit. They're getting knocked up when they're not casting, which is a bit of a waste. Then again, they're not casting, they don't seem to be starting any casts, so maybe it wasn't a waste. Oh, there's some cast now. I'm going to use Incapacitating Roar. Interrupt. Here comes a Fear from the Priest. Beautiful. I'm going to start backpedal kiting them because some of them are getting very, very low. Very nice. Just trying to make sure nothing stays in those pools for too long. There we go. That guy got slowed or something, so he was like stuck in the pool for a bit. That's okay. Line of sight these. Oops, I targeted the wrong one. I think I targeted a pet or something. Okay. We waited for those hits to go through. Now we'll pull this. I'm not going to pull the next two until these two are dead, just because it's going to be a lot of damage coming in on top of everything else. I'm going to use my Nature's Vigil here to help with the group healing, because the giant AoE that this guy drops on the group. Interrupt that. Okay, should be using some defensives. I'm not going to pull the next group yet. There's no reason to torture us with that. We have this massive source of damage coming in, like AoE damage. Okay. Dragon's dead. We're gonna bop these guys with a Moonfire. There we go. Everyone gets healed by after the wildfire. We're moving. Gonna interrupt that. Gonna charge this. Use my Incarnation here because this is a rough pull. Okay. Trying to move all the melee to get stunned by the binding shot. I'm gonna interrupt that. Just to put my interrupt on cooldown, get some use out of it. AoE CC. I was looking for the cyclone. Gonna start knocking everything back to interrupt some casts and to spread them out. Should go over here to hopefully avoid. Kick that so we can kill it faster. Maybe that Typhoon doesn't look that good in retrospect, but I thought it might be useful. But nothing really stood in Sanguine for too long. Only 1 million Sanguine healing. I'm kind of okay with that at 20 key. This kind of sucks because the other two assassins are really far away. There we go. I managed to get to them. Keep them still for now. Okay, we got interrupts coming in. Incapacitating Roar to get all those interrupted. I don't want those going off. If they go off, then we have to deal with them taking less damage. We do have a priest that has been MDing stuff, and I assume he would also use Dispel Magic to make sure that these guys die faster with their buff gone and all that, if they do get buffed. It's not a massive deal if they get... Oh, Jesus Christ. That healed a lot. That healed a whole million just there. Okay, not too shabby. I'm gonna charge over to this. Bark Skin. Go to town on this group. Binding Shot, make use of the Binding Shot to stun them. Interrupt that. Incapacitating Roar here.
Waiting for them to get low, then I'll start backpedaling. Right now would be good. Moving. Very nice. That's it, I don't have to move this guy anymore. Very nice. Priest is drinking, so I'm going to wait here, rebuff. I don't really need to rebuff because everyone had the buff already, but may as well do something. Oh nice, that was a very nice rescue. That actually, finally a rescue that actually made a difference. Yo, Evoker. Who was it that took Cairo? I don't know. Okay, we have a Bloodlust going, so I guess that's what we were saving it for. We're gonna pop our, whatchamacallit, Incarnation, and just go to town with a bunch of mauls.
Get upwind.
And give people movement speed so they can reposition for this. Oh, we're gonna use our Nature's Vigil here to help out with the healing a bit. Trying to proc my After the Wildfire. Okay, now it's a bit late, but better late than never.
Get upwind.
Now, I'll proc it now. I'm looking at the After the Wildfire. I was like, should I save it? But it takes way too long for the next downburst to happen, so I'll build up another one. Here I have another one ready. Oh crap, it's right on top of me. I'm gonna use it now because everyone's kind of low already. Jump up into the air. Use one of my frenzied regen charges that was getting a little bit low. Thinking a bit too much about how I'm gonna heal the group instead of just letting the healer take care of it. But I guess it's not a bad thing to do that. Especially on this boss fight, because this boss fight is rough, so it's good to actually have Bloodlust on it. I'm starting to like that decision more and more rather than the first and last boss.
Get upwind.
Because the HPS required here is pretty... It's very constant, and it's very high. That was a massive heal.
Get upwind.
Get upwind, get immediately knocked up. Use one of my frenzied regions while I'm up in the air. Okay, reposition. Reach the sleeper. Somebody pointed out to me that I don't use my bark skin enough, and like now that I'm looking at it, yeah, I really don't. I need to start getting better at that.
Get upwind.
The other side. Get another incarnation. There's 10 million health. Yeah, it's a good bubble. Like dome or whatever that thing's called. Winds are going to move soon probably as well. Yes, they are. We're going to use this. I have another Nature's Vigil available. 5 million health left on the boss. 3. So maybe a bit late on the Nature's Vigil. Maybe I could have kept it, but better safe than sorry, I guess. Next group is not that rough, so I don't mind not having this cooldown available for it. Went into stank form a bit too early, was still in combat, so I didn't get the full movement speed, so I shifted out and back into it. Okay, getting ready for everyone to get over here, and now we give movement speed. There we go. And then charge into this guy. We're going to use Barkskin and Rage of the Sleeper, because that first initial set of hits they do is pretty brutal. Just going to use my incapacitating roar. We're going to hope that somebody kicks the... You have 2 kicks available for the heal. I need to knock those enemies back, because I don't want anything dying on top of the guy that has the uninterruptible cast. Okay, I don't need to move them yet. They're not low enough to die. I'm going to Barkskin. I need to use Barkskin more often. I just talked about that. Okay. Keep moving. That's good. Side to side a bit. There we go. That's beautiful. Hopefully. There we go. Somebody noticed without me having to say mount up. Hey, let's go, dude. We finally did it. We beat the mount boss. Usually nobody notices that they can hop onto my back. Like they don't mouse over me, so they don't see the like mount button or hop into vehicle button or whatever the heck it is. Okay. I'm gonna kick that. Keep them nice and grouped up. You don't actually have any melee, so I don't have to worry about them being close to this, so I can kite them around as much as I want. Very good. Overload's still going off. I'm gonna let him cast. I'm not gonna interrupt him because that way at least I know he's not going to be on top of the Minister of Air. I use my incarnation here. I'll have a backup for the big group. Okay, he's casting again. I'm just trying to keep these guys away from him. People are bursting down that guy, so maybe I'll join them and just mash him. Start casting now, bastard. Okay, there we go. You should die before these guys. Okay, so that, I kind of like that focus on Sanguine. Makes sense to me. He can't heal if he's dead, right? And nothing else is dead to heal him. Yeah, we gotta pull these because if you skip the dragon, you can't skip any other enemy in the entire dungeon. Actually, that's kind of funny. Like, you skip one guy and he's worth so much, you have to kill everything else in the dungeon. I guess the dungeon's very linear and short, so that it's not like you have much to choose from about what you want to skip. Okay, we go back into stag form, jump, switch to bear, land, and go to town on these bad boys. I'm gonna use Nature's Vigil here because there's gonna be a lot of damage, I believe. Looking for the rally to interrupt it. There's the rally, I interrupt that. I'm gonna interrupt these Holy Smite casts with an incapacitating roar. Use some iron for here because I'm out of defensives. I'm gonna knock these guys because I don't want those heals to go through. Those would be two pretty big heals. Bark skin up. Come on guys, finish this thing off. Don't leave that in the back casting. The reason I move the melee away from it is so they can die safely and not leave a pool underneath the melee. I don't get it. I don't get why people don't finish off low HP enemies when they're in a safe spot to do so. I'm gonna knock these back so they don't leave a pool under this guy. He did get healed by Sanguine a little bit, but nothing too major. Okay. So things off with a bit of Iron Fur, a bit of Rage of the Sleeper. We'll bark skin soon. Blur again focusing the big guy. I'm here for it. Use my incarnation actually. I'm not gonna use my bark skin. I don't need these to overlap. One of them is enough to keep me alive, so I don't want to use too many. I say that and then my health drops like plummets. Lightning Lash on that person. Okay, so I don't know if people are focusing the big guy or not, but I'm not sure if it's working out right now or not, because there's two of these executors of the Caliph that are really hurting the group pretty bad. That rally. Gonna knock those guys back so they don't die underneath this guy. And hopefully people finish off the executor. Okay, they are. Good, good, good. So the other executor, I'm gonna charge this guy. I really don't want him to move into a blood pool. That would really suck, because he's gonna cast for the next 7 hours, so he hop on. Thank you. You don't have to slow fall. I'll keep you nice and safe like that. There we go. Okay, we're gonna drop this here. We're gonna knock everything back. It's gonna get pulled into the middle. Some of these are gonna go off to the side, but it's these ones that got pulled in are gonna get killed super, super fast. There we go. Very nice. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And we yeet ourselves into the last boss. We've got 9 minutes, 9.5 minutes left for this 20. This is easy mode, dude. This is a hell of a run, too. Bark skin, this guy's beating me up pretty bad. There we go. Healer started healing. Very nice. Switch to the ad, Rage of the Sleeper. We have 2 minutes until we can use another Bloodlust, which I think is fair. You should be able to get that off. Give people movement speed. Once it's 2 seconds left, I'll turn around and jump to someone, like so. That was my wild charge when you're in human form, or out of a like animal shapeshift. When you're not in an animal shapeshift, you can just jump to an ally. Lets you get some more uptime on the boss, get some more damage out. Okay, switching to the ad. Keep the boss on top of the ad as best I can. Somebody keeps failing their little jump because they're pretty low HP. Next ad and Chain Lightning will overlap, I believe, so I'm going to go ahead and use my Nature's Vigil here. There it is. Charge over to the ad. Yeah, there's the chain lightning. The reason I do that is to keep everyone as high health as possible so that they don't get one shot by the overlap.
Jump
Because
now.
they'll be like chunked
Fire
from the
shelter.
orb and then they'll get chain lightning, then that'll suck even more. Give people movement speed so they can reposition more quickly. And there we go, nice and safe in the little pyramid he made for us. There we go. Chain lightning coming out, as is customary. Gonna get another orb here. We definitely switch to the orb. There's the second bloodlust. Orb is on the opposite side of the room. Not ideal, but we'll make it work. We'll jump over. Spark's gonna hear.
Jump now.
Okay, this time I think everyone managed to jump. Very good. Looking very good on mana, and everyone seems to be very healthy. So this is looking promising. Okay.
Lads.
Add right on top of the boss. Can't ask for much more than that. Chain lightning coming out. Everyone's topped off, so it doesn't matter. That guy could have used the defensive. I don't know if he had one, but if he had one, he should have used it.
Jump now.
Jump.
Fire
Very nice.
shelter.
Everyone jumped. Give people movement speed again so they can reposition if they need to. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna use my incarnation just to finish this off with a bang. And there we go. That's a 20 Vortex Pinnacle. Keystone Hero. The Vortex Pinnacle. You're fucking kidding me. You're fucking kidding me, dude. I got up out of my chair. I'm upset. What the fuck, man? I've done 320s. In every fucking 20, I've gotten a fucking trinket, man. I'm cussing up a storm, but holy fucking shit, dude. Man, I actually got the fucking trinket on the 20. I was joking about that happening, and now it fucking happens. That's absolutely insane. Let's reroll our key. I have a 20 Oldemon. I had a 21 Oldemon, but I dropped it to a 20 so I can reroll it after this. Let's see what we get. We get a Neltherus. Ooh, that's gonna be spicy, but yeah, holy crap, man. I actually got the fucking trinket. What the fuck, man? I can't. Oh, man. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Dude, I actually got the fucking trinket. What the fuck, man? Oh, I'm immediately gonna upgrade it all the way. Upgrade it, upgrade it, upgrade it. Give it to me. I want it. I want it so bad. Why does it take an aspect shot? I guess because I didn't upgrade a Mark of Dargle, so I still need to. That kind of sucks because I thought it was also going to be able to craft because I have 18 fragments and I thought this was going to be my fourth. But I'll take, dude, I'd rather upgrade this thing. Oh, and I want to do more damage. More damage always good. Oh, dude, I can't believe I got the fucking trade. Dude, I'm gonna go count how many Vortex Pinnacle runs I did, including this one. It's not even that good of a fucking trinket. I've been farming it for so long, dude. Okay, so I just took a look at my RIO, and this was the 49th run of Vortex Pinnacle that I've done on this character. I have done this dungeon 49 times. The vast majority of those runs have been 17s. I have spent more time in Vortex Pinnacle than I have in any other dungeon that I've done so far. Combined, like all of them together don't come close to how much time I've spent in Vortex Pinnacle, and I finally get the damn trinket. If I get another one when I do the 20 on Fortified, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. I don't even know what the hell happened in this episode, to be honest. I don't even remember anything other than I finally got the fucking trinket. I'm still riding that wave. I'm not using the stupid sport. I already sold that thing. In the next episode, I'm going to try and get this 20 Neltherus done on Tyrannical. That shouldn't be too bad. The trash is the real pain in the ass on Neltherus, in my opinion, so clearing it on Tyrannical doesn't feel too bad. But yeah, that's the plan for the next episode, and thank you very much for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next one.